So I don't need this one.
Yeah, they should be able to hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need it. So
Yeah,
you
you can start. Yeah.
Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo 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 Om Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Iti Namine Sri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Audārya Madhurya Gunaischa Yuktam Varam Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tam Sirasa Namami Hridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Sri Krishna Padam Jaudaikamudi Chaitanya Leela Sarasaram Narayanam Tam Sadatam Prapadye Namami Narayana Pujanam Sada Vadami Narayana Nama Nirmalam Smarami Narayana Tattvamayam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavanda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Let me offer millions of essences, lotus feet of Guru. Rupanuga Guru Varga, Nama Nishta Santa Sipanga Koti Dandavat. And all present past future Vaishnava Patavat Dandavat Pranam. Vancha kalpataru kripa sindhu vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namaha. Today is Maruttini Ekadasi. Um, Yesterday was Vrindavan Das Thakur's disappearing day. Tomorrow after sunrise, 8 o'clock before Parn. Then 27th is Amavasya, Sunday. 30th April is Akshaya Tritiya. Then 11th May is Narasimha Chaturdasi. 11th June is Sri Jagannath Dev's Snana Yatra. Then Jagannath Rath Yatra, 27th June. 10th July is Guru Purnima. 9th August Baladev's Avirbhava Mahotsav. 16th August is Janmashtami. And 31st August is Radhashtami. By the time we will reach Radhashtami, very quickly. So, Vrindavan Das Thakur, he, Chaitanya Bhagavat, he manifested Chaitanya Bhagavat. Amazing pastimes. So in that, bringing out very sweet pastimes of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, just like Krishna's pastime. Mother Narayani, when she was very young, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu blessed her profusely. She was staying in Shiva's house. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to go there. Varuttini Ekadasi is like the in the tradition, in the lunar calendar. I mean, this is the appearance first it is appearance. Varuttini Ekadasi. Lord Krishna is telling Yudhishthira Maharaj, this Vaishak month, Krishna Paksha Ekadasi, his name is Varuttini. You attain happiness with this, and it will destroy all kinds of sin. And one attains Saubhagya. Uh, Bhagya, Saubhagya. Very nice. Mm, Blessed. It can also bestow you not to enter mother's womb again. Mother's womb, entering mother's womb is not a, uh, of course, scientifically not much understood, but through Shastra we can understand. And also correlation, other correlation that it is very uh, um, not a nice place. See, it is not clean. Stool, urine will be there. No place to move, constricted. So bodily are constricted. And mentally, the baby on the 7th month, till 7 months, it will be unconscious because the body is not built yet, hardware, brain, heart, and all that. So by 7 months, it would have been still building, but it would have been enough to bring in the consciousness. So consciousness comes in. But the soul enters when the conception itself, but it will be put into unconscious state because the body is not ready. And for 7 months, consciousness comes, then it remembers 100 lives. You can imagine remembering what has happened since last 1 year. That alone makes us crazy. Whole 100 lives. So it is praying. That's why folded hands. Baby is always folded hands. No, yes. Oh Lord, please take me out of this place. Take me out of this place. I'll be your devotee. I'll be your devotee forever and ever. Everybody does, no matter what religion, whatever. Because if you take ultrasound, they're all like this, folded hands. How do you explain it? So then, like Prahalad Maharaj story, see, Kayadu, Prahalad Maharaj, can say, she had two boons. One is because Hiranyakashipu has gone for the austerity. You know. That time, uh, she does not know how long, when he's going to come back. So she took a boon from the army. Please give me this to what I should deliver at my will. At my will. Usually, normally 9 months like that. 9 months. But this was maybe 100 years, 50 years. How long? Hundreds of years. The Hiranyakashipu's body was eaten away. Remember, Bhagavatam describes. Uh, Only bones were left. So you might ask and wonder how he is surviving without any blood, right? Muscles. In the Satyuga, uh, the duration of life was like 100,000 years. So, and they were tall. Um, they were cooking the vessels is like a golden vessels. The business was like diamonds like that. Then the grain is to come 7 times a year, not now 2 times, 1 time. Then their life force was in bones. Satyuga life force used to be reside in the bones. Then Tretayuga it came into the uh, like the uh, muscle, blood, muscle, and then now the grains. Age of Kali is in the grains. So that's why he was able to live even with the bones. No, it was he was alive. Then Brahma's mercy, he put water on him from his Kamandal. Then he came back to full grown up, very strong, Vajra, diamond. So, so you don't know how long, if the ants have eaten away his whole body. That's why they're so austere. Nobody can do as done before or they will do later. Such a person. Hiranyakashipu. So Kayadu asked this boon, "Oh Narmani, please bless me so that I will, whenever I desire, because the husband has not come. If she gives birth, then husband comes, there may not be any relation, not no will be a problem. So like that. And then so that nobody will harm myself and my baby. So he got those two boons. But Narad Muni knew, so he was preaching Bhagavatam. The baby heard, baby was heard. Prahlad was initiated in the mother's womb. And he was chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Ayadu used to be wonderstruck where the sound is coming from. Mhm. So Lord says, other limit, say Prahlad, how he made his life successful. Same way you also stay in the mother's womb and do bhajan. Because there is nobody will be there to disturb. So, but the living entity will not listen. No, no, no. No. Please get me out of this. So, what I'm saying is this entering the mother's womb is very, you have to go through so much, both body and mind. Can imagine under lives, remembering all that thing. How will be peaceful, understand? That's why it is recommended. The expected mother hear Bhagavatam and Ramayana, chant, and they should not give any difficulty because the baby is already in difficulty. She is also in difficulty. There should not be any quarrel. Things like that. Uh, um, like that, the so by doing Rukmini Ekadasi, you will not enter. Okay, this may be final. Hmm. So, 10,000 actually, root of doing 10,000 is actually. We can live 100 years. So, by following this Ekadasi, right? So, and then even Lord Shiva, Lord Shiva, when it, there is one pastime where he talks to one of the head of Brahma. So it's called Brahma Kapala. He was influenced by the sin of that. Lord Shiva got over by following this Maruti Ekadasi. And so it's very powerful. And nobody should disturb one who is doing Ekadasi. Like today I was telling. Because Lord Shiva, in the form of in the Durvasmuni, and he appeared as Durvasmuni. He tried to disturb Amrish Maharaj because he delayed, right? Dwadas form. So what happened? He has to struggle for whole 1 year. No, nobody could help him. He has to come back to Amrish. So Brahma, he tried to do that in the fast time of Sukmangada and Dharmangada. So he got into trouble. So nobody disturb anybody doing currency. Actually, it encourage. There is no equal to currency. Anything other than equality is all inauspicious. Our Dharma is telling. And we do anything without doing equality, it will not bear fruit. Equality, equality is compulsory in all situations. Uh, you see, many times in many cultures, so many misunderstanding is there. If somebody passes away or something happens in the house, they will stop doing these things. Even putting ghee lamp to deities or pictures, um, like that. In any situation, you know. So Ekadasi should not be given up. In any situation. Actually, the best thing. In the material world, everybody is haunted in stress, so many issues. So this age of Kali, quarrelsome thoughts. So only way is the boon. See, restore equilibrium in one's life. So it should be followed. So in that, Lord Krishna is saying, oh, dear Rajan, uh, O king, we in the night you have to do uh, jaga and puja, nam puja. Here puja meaning actually nama sankirtan. Because in the nama sankirtan is like Maha meditation. Like sometimes people say, oh yeah, silence. Silence takes you to, brings you connection to the Supreme Lord. That is true, we are not deciding. But what is real silence is not that we don't talk. Actually, absence of material sound is silence. Okay. So that means we have to do, uh, that is ordinary silence. Okay. The ordinary silence and the spiritual silence is actually glorifying God, singing, chanting, kirtan. Is actually spiritual is more beneficial. It can this ordinary silence is uh, not beneficial. So Krishna is telling, not do as much as we can. Uh, uh, and then doing kirtan. Then all the sins previously done will be overcome, all will be finished. Uh, mhm. So if one wants to become free from the uh, influence of the Yamaraj with the son of Surya, to get protection in all of this. Mm. So it is described in Bhagavatam Puran. If you listen to this with faith, then you get the fruit of thousand, giving charity 1,000 crores, and you become free from all sins. And you will enter Vaikuntha. So Ekasi Devi ki jai. Oh. Ekadasi is Punya Swarupin. Our form is actually transcendent. Then Punya Swarupin. Sarva Papanasham can destroy all. Vishnu Bhakti, deep. You go to the Supreme Law, and she makes it better. That's why she Bhakti Jani. And then Paramartha is bestow transcendental the spiritual way. So without doing Ekadasi, there is no chance of progressing. Nam Japa, then Ekadasi are some thought of truth. Is a crime. I keep telling you, I hope you don't mind. Like a coin, it's a hidden tail. You cannot separate it. But two pieces, no value, each one are together, but together. Same way, Ekadasi and Namjapa, together. And there's no difference between the people. One helps the other. So to benefit, you know, you have to do both. And impossible thing becomes happen. Our Lord is very, very merciful. So He has given us this opportunity every 15 days. You look from any angle. There is no equivalent to bring a spaciousness in this world. You know. So knowingly or unknowingly, if you do this, you'll get benefit. So many pastimes. You'll get amazed. So we try to take us into please give a sense properly. uh, and progressing properly. I already they will be part of today is our question and answers. Um, any questions? Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Where there are 10 incarnations of the Lord. Lord Rama is known as the seventh incarnation. Last being Kalki actor. Once sometimes I heard actually please clarify or further explain. I am now confused which is correct. Actually, you can say both is correct. See, the description is based on the uh, context. Actually, our way has infinite incarnation. It's not to 10, 18, like that. There's no limitation. Uh, but from the common point of view, common point of view, 10 described. Uh, like Masya, Masya, Nishradesh, name, and he saved the Vedas and during inundation. Then Kurma, while churning the ocean, ELT, Kurma. Then, like that, Nrsimha, then Vikrama, Vamana, Trivikrama, uh, Parashuram, then Lord Rama, Rama, 7. 8 is Balaram, then 9 is Buddha Kalki. So in these 10, Krishna is not there, or any of these, because Krishna is considered the root of all incarnation. Even though his incarnation is are not different from Krishna. Krishna himself wears all these. But devotees like that, he appears like that. But he himself, how he does, we cannot comprehend or think beyond our mental ability or anything. But it must be true. Must be true. You take any pastimes of Krishna and the and Brahma took stole the calves and the sakas. All of them were there. Uncountable sakas and the calves. And he took their form for almost a year, actually for a whole year. Either the parents of the sakas or the cows. पूजा करने के लिए कोई नहीं, पुजारी को क्या हम किधर से करेंगे अभी? अच्छा, कैसे चलेगा? क्या बोल रहे हैं कि इसे रखा है? नहीं, टाइम हो रहा है, टाइम हो गया। फिर आप आरती कर देना। अच्छी ना सुबह स्नान किया। कितना समय लगेगा? कर लेना। हाँ हाँ, करना। हाँ, करना आएगा। इनका फोन नंबर नहीं है। So now Krishna has expanded. Do we consider them as incarnations? So how many of them? Nobody could distinguish. Parents are the house. They thought, oh, it's same old, good old my children. The parents were thinking, oh, it's my son. The difference is they have more equal love towards Krishna and also to their children. Equal love towards Krishna and their calves, That's the difference. The new ones were born, they didn't have much love for the new ones compared to the older ones. So it's amazing how the living entity naturally has love for the Lord. No matter in what shape Krishna comes, whether it comes in the form of a calf or a small boy or in any other form, he'll be love. It's like the river, how it flows naturally towards the ocean. Right? You cannot stop. Eventually it will break down. Even if you try to hold it, the gradually 1 year, 2 years, 3, 10 years, it will broken down. So that cannot. It's going to the suppose if you are going from say India to say US, okay, example. You go through so many transit places, where in the East or in Africa, something like that. Transit. But that is only transit. That is not our, place. Few hours, 1 day, whatever it is, a transit. So like that, but destination is that. So same way, everyone's destination will be drawn. Astras is telling, guiding us, don't entangle in the transit phase. Transit meaning here, there are two meanings. One is the different locus, places, and also different bodies. Oh, um, like Maharaj, the Bhagavad. Uh, how he happened to uh, Krishna actually put him in such a way, otherwise he was exalted to reach Baba. But he got attachment to the deer, small deer, baby deer. His mother was gone and he was taking care. But then what happened? Gradually, he forgot, his bhajan. He got attached to the deer completely. He left his body, he was thinking of only deer, and then he has to born as a deer. So, we should not think that Bharat Maharaj made a mistake, actually. huh? Actually, Krishna put him into such a situation. So, teach us, if we do that, what will happen? You know, to show the proof. Uh, and then what happened? Then he was born as a deer, but the progression he made towards bhakti, that was not got lost. Okay? Important point. You even a tiny bit, little bit progress in bhakti, it will never get lost. It will never get destroyed. Krishna promises that. Uh, These are all beyond modes of material nature. Bhakti is beyond modes of material nature. It will not get, subject to destruction. So it remained. But what you can do, but you are fortunate because of the influence of bhakti, Krishna protected. He did not associate with other deities. Control his mouth. I mean, what deities like it? Um, that they prefer green grass compared to the dry grass. Nothing wrong in that. But this deer was looking for dry grass. The green grass is everywhere. If you look at that, because why? Should not get attached, you know, this jiva vega, this the force of tongue. So he was fasting. And it was empty. And then hearing Harikatha. Yeah, sure. So Krishna protected. See, Krishna protected the bhakti, even in the form of a deer. huh? And when deer left the body, when the appointed time, deer has a certain duration of life. Left his body was born as a Brahman. There also
Hey
he
Krishna
remembered.
Gurudev, Dandavat comes. Sorry, voice is
Prabhupada.
not clear. Your voice is
Oh,
not clear.
okay. May I come nearby. Is it better? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the signal there, Gurudev.
Huh? Oh, okay. Let me um, change the connection. Huh?
So yes, the signal from my kind of the rest of the
Can you connect with this one? Can you hold 1 second? I've connection.
Sure, no problem, Guru.
This one.
use the Wi-Fi.
It's like see. Huh? Oh yeah. Okay. Where is that one? That's IGMC 169. Mm-hmm. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Gurudev.
Okay. See whether it's better or not.
Okay, thank you.
So you were saying, Jada Bharata, Jada Bharata, King Bharata, he, before he was a deer, now he became a Brahmin boy, but he knew, see, he remembered his previous, oh, by mistake, I was a deer now. So I don't want to make that mistake again. And so he willfully became a deaf and deaf. He acted as if he does not hear anything. And he is not able to speak. So that means what? He is not able to speak any material words, and also he is not able to hear any material sound. That's what it means. Because then what happened at the end? Uh, Rahuguna, you know, he was he was even taken to Narabali, you understand? Sacrifice, human sacrifice. And can you imagine somebody taking you to, you know, but he was composed, he was not worried, he was not disturbed at all. See, because he understood that he is not the body. And body is also dying. So what do you mean by getting killed? Actually, it has no meaning. Nobody can kill anybody, because the body is already dead. How we can kill a dead body? You understand? So, but it is a feeling like that. We are this body. Misidentification, that's why you see the pain and misunderstanding. Soul is eternal. This body is not eternal, it's already dying. It appears like living because of the close proximity to the soul. Otherwise, it is dead anyway. No. So, it's just like a TV. TV appears like alive, right? People running, talking, oh, then, like that. But is it really living? It appears like that, living, but it is not living. You take a stick and hit the TV, nobody cries, right? Nobody gets out there. So, but our technology, because Chetana Vastu, human is a Chetana Vastu, but we have certain power of creation using the material elements, gross material elements, like the basically four elements, air, fire, water, and earth. These four elements combination. We- But we have no power of bringing Chetana, you know, together like that. That's why all these robots and artificial intelligence actually has no meaning at all. They appear like it is going to change everything. And there are three things for the Chetana: willing, Icha Shakti, uh, uh, where is the desire? Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, knowledge, and then Kriya activity, and desiring. These willing, feeling, and desiring. These things are how you can manifest in a robot. So they're making big, lofty. Uh, anyway, this is a different topic. But Raghuguna, when King Raghuguna came, this Jadabharata opened his mouth because he was asking. He was What happened was King Raghuguna was going to meet sages. He was going for a spiritual cause, satsang. But then he was a king. See, he was being carried in a palanquin. One person became sick. They were looking for the fourth one, and they found this Jadabartha very well built and very nice. So they took him, but he was very careful not to step on any ants. So that was disturbing balance of the carrying the palanquin. So king said, "What is this? What is this? I'll punish." Then he said, "You can punish the body, but not the soul." Okay. Oh, someone talking on the platform of the soul. Must be great soul. So he came down, asked forgiveness, and see, to bring spiritual awareness, he opened his mouth. So the first thing he talked was Harikatha. You know. So that's how, that is what the real silence is. Till then he was silent. But talking Harikatha is also real silence. Uh, so, so there are many incarnations, unlimited incarnation. But for the audience, general um, audience, what we can comprehend is 10 incarnations. And there's um, many, many incarnations. So unlimited. There is no limitation to him. But what is amazing is that like sometimes you see it is funny. It's not funny, but it is funny. There are two incarnations. Remember, Lord Rama is incarnation. Parashurama is also incarnation. Both are incarnation of the Vishnu, right? Lord. And both are talking. There is a conversation. Parashurama became very angry when he saw the bow of Shiva was broken. Then he challenged Lord Rama. You know. Then he carried the Vishnu bow, right? She's even more powerful because anybody touch her, they will not survive. So he handed that to Lord Rama. He hold it. Then he asked me, what should I do? Whom should I shoot? Shoot. I will shoot your anger in you, Lord Rama is telling. Because you showed too much anger. There is no need of any anger. So, like that, both are talking. Very funny. Then Lord Krishna talking to Vamana. One time, it's a big fast time. So you can also see. Uh, so that means Lord is playing such a way. Is he talking to himself? Whatever role he does is perfect. There cannot be anything more perfect than what Krishna does. Beyond perfection. Anything he does. Really amazing. But he is so perfect. That's why we should, beyond any questions, we should think of him all the time. We should please him. And he is very pleased if you do Ekadasi. Ekadasi is very, very dear to him. Why it is dear to him? You understand? Because this Ekadasi is very dear to Radharani. That's why. That's why it is dear to him also. Why it is dear to Radharani? Because it's an opportunity. She herself appearing as Ekadasi Devi to give a very easy way to attain service to Krishna, service to God. Free from the suffering of this material. Material world is synonym with this suffering. Krishna himself says, Dukkale Mashashvata. This world is full of anxiety, fear, suffering, and temporary. This is a jada, this is a dead world. What do you expect? It appears like living because of the close proximity with the soul, which is soul is not part of this world. Soul is nothing to do with this material world. So, by Krishna's inconceivable potency, he has brought these two together. And only by the mercy of Guru, you can understand his insurmountable potency. Mayam etam tarate. So, doing Ekadasi is very important. And Srimad Bhagavatam, spotless. So, any other questions? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram. Ram. Krishna Krishna, Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Question.
There's one question. Where is the life force of Kali Yuga?
Oh, there's one question came out. Where is the life force
Of Kali Yuga.
in Kali Yuga? Like we were telling, our prana is asagata. Is in the in Satyuga. You bear with me a minute because it's very interesting. What has happened in the previous age. Duration. In the age of Kali, it's in the Anna, Annagata Prana, meaning in the food grains. That's why we, it's very difficult without food. But somehow, if you uh, tolerate it, with hunger for the sake of pleasing, that means we are sacrificing, we are sacrificing one day that food to please him. Then he'll be so pleased. Essential for our life. Uh, then he will make us, free from uh, any. In the Satyuga, it was in the bones. Then came the blood, and then the muscle, and then the grains, rice, like that. The Jai Jai Jai, Gaur Harti ki Jai. Oh, Gaura बोलिए जाओ करो कितना चाहिए गौरा गौरा गौरा. But if we can tolerate it, you know, uh, without grains, so that's why Lord will be very pleased. What is essential? If we bear with it for His pleasing, See, when you sacrifice something to please others, see, even in our own example, suppose you have a very good friend. Suppose he is coming to the town, he has called you. If he very good friend or very dear to you, oh, what you will think? Oh, let him come. I will take my lunch later with him. Right? When your friend comes to know, oh, he or she waited for my arrival, he has not taken or she has not taken lunch. Wow. He will have a special feeling to you, is it not? You sacrifice, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour delaying your lunch. So, material way, sacrificing to others. So same way, if we sacrifice one day, she's not going to kill us. Actually, instead of killing us, we will come back to life. On day of Ekadasi, if we eat it, you are killing yourself. Okay. Uh, the grains, what I'm saying. If you take fruits, that's okay. What is being allowed. That's why Shastra is very clearly says, food grain is bacteria, so many things will come up. It should kill us. So, so similarly, Lord will be very for our own benefit. There is no benefit from the Lord. but he will be very kind towards us. Wow, he's going through austerity, difficult austerity. That's one aspect. Other aspect is like our Param Gurudev. You know, we will be engaged in the service so much. Now Lord is coming, right? Ekadasi day is coming. He is with us all the time. So if he is really very dear to us, if he is living with us, then how we can forget? How we can think of doing anything else? Either eating, sleeping, or anything. You know, he is with us, with us. Mother Yashoda, take for example. Was she not taking meal or anything like that? She's always busy. If Krishna eats, if she is happy, if Krishna is happy, then she herself is happy. She equivalent to taking her meal. You know, if he is not happy, then nothing will satisfy her. She has no desire to eat. That's what happened when Krishna left to Mathura. You know, Gurudev recalls how nobody cooked in their house, entire Raja. You know, it was deserted. The kitchen was deserted. So many these webs and all that. No fire, practically. Because they were thinking to whom they should cook. One who is not there, whom they should cook. They never cook for themselves. That is the Vraja Prema. Everything they did is to please Krishna. Everything. That's why Krishna's love for them is, is completely controlled. So dear. So same way, if we do one day every 2 weeks, and all the Brajavasis used to do, there was no need for them to do, okay? But still, when they came to this uh, Raja on this planet, uh, uh, Prakat Leela, so they followed. Because to set an example, uh, there was no need, but they did that. So, what was the other question? So the prana is in the grains. And according to Bhagavad Gita, there are Yuga avatars around the world. Who are those Yuga avatars? See, the Yuga avatara meaning Lord has prescribed the path of what religion or the um, dharma we have to follow. You know? So in Satyuga, predominantly they used to live for 100,000 years, 1 lakh, 100,000 years, duration of life. So they used to spend in meditation. So the Lord appeared in a white, Shukla form. So as a deity of in meditation. Oh, Amsa, predominantly Amsa, white color. And the Dharma was full. Four legs were intact. There was no break in the. That's why there was one Veda also, they say. Satyuga, one Veda. Uh, They used to meditate for 10,000 years, 20,000, 25. Uh, Long, long time. Still, what they achieved uh, is insignificant what we can achieve now in this chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. What they could not achieve for 10,000 years. Krishna is so merciful. He will bestow you in just one name, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, one pure name. You know, even Abbas, semblance of the holy name. So that's why the chanting of the holy name is actually the highest meditation. Highest meditation. Mahadhyana, highest meditation. Then in Treta, uh, Rakta Varna, like reddish. And the process recommended was the Yajnas, Yajna Purusha. He came in the Yajnas. Uh, Oblations for thousand. See, the duration of life was 10,000 years in the Treta Yuga. 10,000 years. So they used to do 1,000 years, 800, 500,000 years, yajna completely. Then Lord used to appear in the Yajnashala, used to come personally and accept. Like in Janoloka, Tapoloka, they are satisfied. Uh, he appears, he takes their offerings personally like this. And they are satisfied in Janoloka. Tapoloka, they are doing meditation, tapas. So, but the elements were pure relatively. But then the demons were also there. No. So, disturbing. Then in the Dwapara Yuga, deities worship, elaborate deities worship. So, Lord appeared in the form of like bluish form. That is Krishna. Vishnu, you can see bluish form. Worship and Archa Vigraha, the temples and all that. Now Kali Yuga is the holy name. Holy name. Harir Nama eva kevalam kalau nasaiva gajirana. In the case of Kali has appeared as Gauravarna, golden form. That is Gauranga. But you might ask a question, wait a minute. How come Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered, like we worship deities worship, right? And this is age of Kali, Nama Sankirtan. How to reconcile? Get it? Now we are in the Sandhya period, meaning the duration of Kali in Satyuga, in Dwapara, Treta Yuga, 10,000 years. In Dwapara, their duration was 1,000 years. Duration was 1,000 years. So they could not do long meditation, Hari Yajnas like that. And in the age of Kali, it's purely Nam Sankirtan. But now, because we are in this duration of our lifespan is maximum 120 years. 100 years, 120 years. Age of Kali. And the most of the time, uh, but we still see the deity worship. Why is that? Because we are in the transition period. You know, the influence of Dwapara is still there, and the beginning of age of Kali. You know. And luckily Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in the very beginning. Sandhya, no, Sandhya time of this. Dwapara is ending, Kali is beginning. Because Kali is still 4 lakh 32 total, 32, 4 lakh 32,000 years. Now we passed only 5,000 years. So we are just beginning, we are entering and we are living. Huh? So the influence is there. That's why the deity worship. But even then, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told us, no matter what you do worship with Nam Sankirtan. That's why in anything we do, Nam Sankirtan should be there. Whether we are doing duty worship, shaligram, yajna, or anything. Then only it is complete. And then gradually, uh, acharyas are telling, especially Sanatan Goswami, Oh Nama Prabhu Tasya Sri Murter Apyati Priyam Vishwoditam Sukhopasyam Sarasam Tatsamahanahi. There is no equivalent to Oh Nama Prabhu, Oh personified holy name. You are so amazing. The holy name is dear to Lord more than anything, more than a devotee. See, what is dear to the Lord is his holy name, more than his devotee. You might ask a question, wait a minute, what is this? You are supposed to, you are told that devotee is very dear to Lord. That is true. How devotee is becoming very dear to the Lord? Because he is chanting his name. Without his name, what devotee can do? That's why holy name is dear to him. And because the devotees are chanting, whoever chants his name is also very dear to him. You understand? So primary is his holy name. They are the carriers of the holy name. Lord himself, he appeared and then he went back to his dham. But what remained back here is holy name. And who is carrying that? In the pure devotee is carrying in their heart. Pure name. So that's why both are very, very dear to him. There is no rules and regulations. Before, if you want to do yajna, meditation, you have to look at so many things. Or puja, during certain time you cannot do, certain days you cannot do. So whereas chanting holy name, there is no rules, regulation, nothing, no restrictions. Anytime, even in a bathroom, toilet, okay, while sleeping, in all situations. Because we don't know when we have to vacate this world. So that's why it is very, very dear to the Lord. So Krishna made very easy. Very easy. That's why Naminishra Santasi Prabhu has composed, has published this book. Ati Shigra Bhagavat Prati. Very quickly he attained Lord's lotus feet. Darshan of the Lord. Very quickly. You don't have to wait hundreds of years, 1 year, 2 years, immediately. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also, version. He says, chanting of the holy name is actually non-different from having a darshan. So, uh, in his Updeshavali, tells that. So, or Acharya. So, in the age of Kali, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not an incarnation. He is personal, Krishna himself. He has descended. But he descended along with the holy name. That's why he is chanting his Jaya Navadvipa Navapradeepa Prabhava Pashanda Gajaika Singha Swanama Sankhya Japa Sutradhari Swanama Sankhya Japa Sutradhari Chaitanya Chandra Bhagavan Murari. So he's chanting his name. He appeared along with his name. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disappeared, but his name remained. It's continuing. Of course, name and him, there's no difference. But he brought it down. Who can bring it down is Radharani. And Krishna become influenced. Radha also appears, it's in the mantra form. That mantra, that holy name is actually Radha. She appeared in one form is Radharani, is mantra. Holy name. So he's very, very, very merciful. Any other question? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Ram, Hare. I once heard that Lord Narayana sleeps in a yoga nidra form. What is yoga nidra? And is that beneficial to practice so that we could maintain a better body for bhakti? Jai. Yoga nidra, you should not think that is like we sleeping. No. See, our sleep is actually mode of ignorance. Why the sleep is called mode of ignorance? Because we forget ourselves and we forget Krishna. Right? So we forget ourselves and Krishna. So that's why it's called mode of ignorance. Whatever state or whatever things which makes us forget Krishna, forget ourselves is mode of ignorance. Darkness, mode of darkness. It's like in the dark, we cannot see ourselves, we cannot identify ourselves, we cannot identify anybody else. But when the sun comes up, what happens? Because of the sunlight, We can see ourselves. We can see others. And also the sun. Get it? We can also see the sun. We are seeing the sun not through our eyes, understand? By the light, by the help of sun, we are seeing the sun. Understand? Because if there is no light, my eyes has no use. So without his light, we cannot see ourselves, others. No. So this is the mode of ignorance or darkness. But Lord sleeping in yoga nidra is not like that. He is he's giving a rest actually uh, to the living entities uh, in that way. He takes himself and put them into rest. But on the other hand, the activities in the spiritual world goes on. There is no yoga nidra there, you know. But in the pastime of Krishna, he may appear like taking uh, sleep, but it's only he's not. When Mother Yashoda comes and happens to see, oh yes, come back and sleeping. You should not let. Actually, he never sleeps. He's playing his night pastimes, gopis. So daytime is with his sakas. But for the mother, because motherly association, motherly feeling, you will not get disturb that. Mother wants the child. She is thinking Krishna is a very dear child. You should sleep soundly. So it puts them into rest, and then she is also not sleeping in the sleeping also. She is in the serving Krishna in so many ways, in a different way in our mind. Uh, so that is, uh, Krishna accept that also. It's very amazing what Krishna does. So the way he acts is so perfect. It's very, very amazing. So this Yoga Nidra is um, is different, Uh, he's giving, like for example, like Gurudev gives, uh, when you get the crop, like the farmer sows the seed, the crop comes out. And then he harvests it. And then what happens? He puts into fire, burns it. Then it dries. Then rain comes. All. So we need time so that the next crop will be better, So that process, preparation for the next crop, like that. So this world is created like a sadhana place, meaning a practicing place for the living entities. Sadhana kriya, sadhana bhakti, sadhana kriya. Because ultimately we should reach Supreme Lord. And here he has given so-called so many opportunities to play around. Like a mother. Mother, if she is busy and the baby is playing with the toys, right? If, if the baby is busy with the toys, and she will not bother the baby, because baby has the independence. It can play with the mother or with the toys. Understand? But mother is watching. Oh, he is busy. He is attracted to the toys. Okay, let him do. So he's playing with the toy. Da, da, da. How long? Then he gets fed up with that. Then he cries for the mother comes and mother gives you new toys. Understand? If the new toys is attracting the baby, then she will not bother. Okay, you play. But when the baby decides, oh, this old toy, new toy, nothing, nothing, I want it. Then she picks up. So meantime, the baby is destroying all the toys. Right. So what is being destroyed? Actually, nothing. The material elements themselves cannot be destroyed. In the Chatusloki Bhagavatam, Krishna says, like these elements, they are there in everyone's body, demigods to the humans, animals, and they are also independently outside of him. So, like that, they cannot, the transformation appears like transformation, destruction. Uh, so, same way, Krishna needs, because we have destroyed, see, destroyed the things. Look at, for example, technology. Bah, what a damage we are doing ourselves. Uh, in one sense, actually, on the one sense, there is no damage, but we are. Krishna gave this nice word, but we are made it inhabitable for the human life. Pollution, you know, water polluted. Then who has to suffer? Ourselves. See. So we can do better. See, the whole technology is what? To so that human can be happy, is it not? His suffering will be elevated. That is their goal, right? But what has happened? We are suffering more. Diseases have gone up, you know. And the medicine they have come up, they're all toxic, you know, killing ourselves, abusing. So, so this goes on, till we surrender. So Krishna let it happen like that. Eventually, we cannot destroy anything. It's like so much atomic bomb. You might say, oh, so much atomic bomb. Will be finished the whole earth. You take all the atom bombs, explode in the sun. You think any damage to the sun? All these atom bombs, like striking a matchstick. Huh? What is the use of matchstick? Like that for the sun. So you can imagine, even though it looks very mind-boggling for us, this nuclear destruction, if it happens, the colossal. But it is again will of the Lord. Without will of the Lord, nothing happens. Um, they will not explode. Mm. It must be sanctioned by Him. That's why devotees, we should not worry uh, because there are so many things happening. In America, you can see the because whatever the present president, people are becoming spiritual. That's what they say. Asking, questioning about God. Because this illusion went away, technology illusion. Oh, it can deliver this, deliver that. What deliver? You know, all technologies is producing more diseases. Okay, deadly diseases. That's all they have done so far. You know, so what is the benefit? Eventually, it will sink. And what else you can take? Ask questions. That's why when Swami Maharaj went America, you know, at that time the college students, everybody were stuck up. You know, they were not into material because they have all seen everything. What more? How much? See how much bread you can eat or chapatis you can eat. 1 kg, 2 kg, 1 pound, 2 pound, 5 pound. Get rejected. Like that, all the things in this material world, you know, all the things finally rejected. Then question comes, oh, why am I suffering? What is real happiness? Is there any real happiness? Is there any God? Why I'm putting into this mess? See, when you start questioning, who am I? Does Lord exist? You know, where can I see Him? How can I feel? See, when a genuine questions comes like this, Krishna is in the heart of everybody. He will make arrangement. He will inspire. That's why he inspired Swami Maharaj at the right time, you know, because it should be, uh, people should be ready to accept the medicine. You cannot force the medicine, you know. They should be looking for the medicine, they should accept it. So, right time. And our Gurudev went also like that, right time. So, he is perfect. Um, so, the best yoga nidra in one sense is actually chanting. Arjuna, for example, is one of the name for Arjuna is Gudakesha. Remember? Gudakesha, meaning one where 1 hour the sleep. hmm, 1 hour the sleep. It is understood, oh no, we need sleep and all. No, of course, material body, but on the other hand, on a spiritual platform, uh, you become less sleep. You'll be more efficient also. Uh, is also before go to bed, you should chant. And so that way, we should make the sleep also spiritual. Okay? That's the thing. Not material sleep. Material sleep is like avoiding, like doctor giving you anesthesia. Before operation, he give you anesthesia. We are living or dead. You know, we are not living, otherwise we feel the pain, right? We are in between. Neither completely dead either, you know. Otherwise, what is the use of doing operation on a dead body, right? So that temporary state, you know. Uh, so sometimes uh, This material sleep is also like Krishna. See, one thing about this sleep, try to let's see, analyze this one. When we take sleep, like material people I'm talking, most of us generally, we get tired. We get up early morning or we'll be fresh, very, focused, pointed. We do so many activities nicely. But gradually, midday, we are a little tired and not much focus. Evening, night time, oh, when I will eat the bed, take sleep. We are tired. We cannot focus. You understand? But then you sleep. Then what happens? When you get up, you are fresh. So what really transpired in the sleep? Did you took any nutrient food in the sleep? Or somebody gave you injection? Nothing. Actually, Lord came. He gave anesthesia below the neck. Understand? That's why we cannot move. You remember, sometimes you can see, observe dogs, even in the sleep, they are moving the leg. You know, we also, uh, you feel like you're walking, but you cannot. Because why? Krishna is doing the operation. You know, it's like, see, after cooking in the kitchen, you think it's orderly. You took this one from the, you know, dal, rice, vegetable cutting here and there, here. It is all in a mess, is it not? After cooking is done, kitchen is in a mess. Right? So, same way, of course, as you cook, that is Brahminical, Vaishnava tradition. As you cook along, you also do the cleaning. So you don't need to clean separately. Okay. But generally people they don't do that way. Like Rajasic or Tamasic, intended. More of goodness or passion or ignorance. So they leave it there. And again you have to come back and do the cleansing. Right? You understand what I'm saying? In the kitchen. So same way, generally in ordinary persons, we are using our resources. Yes, and it's all messed up here, disorganized. Our subtle body, is disorganized. Nothing can be done. And can we organize ourselves subtle body? No way. Understand? So what the Lord does is, He puts us into anesthesia and He does operation. He cleanses. He hugs us, understand? In the deep sleep. That's why in the deep sleep, you feel refreshed, very blessed and all that. It's a great feeling. Why is that? Because Lord is hugging us and all our disorder is brought into order. All the disorder is brought into the order. And when we get up, we are fresh. We don't realize this. It's a mercy of the Lord. You know. Even agnostic, he has to, without sleep, he will die. Generally speaking, the sleep is amazing. Without water, food, okay, he can live long. But without sleep, very difficult. An ordinary person, what I'm saying. So there also, in ignorance, we are coming in touch with the Lord. Understand? That's why we are living. As a devotee, we are knowingly come in touch with the Lord through chanting. That's why that sleep, effect of that sleep while chanting is more beneficial than this ignorance. You know. But in any case, it's the Lord who is bringing, the welfare, taking away the tension, all that. So we forget that, you know. So God is very, very merciful, very, very merciful. So in one sense, when he does this yoga nidra, he is helping all these conditioned souls, you know, to 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 be healthy, to be again organized like that. That's why we don't know, how much we owe to the Lord. Every second, every moment in our life, everything that we have. Uh, so uh, we should be always thankful to Him. Without His mercy, we're standing. So, any other questions? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. During the last Kartik, I suppressed myself and didn't have any entertainment for a month. But afterwards, I had retaliatory reaction and started getting addicted to reading novels. I still could not help myself until this day. Usually, I do spiritual healing for work. That is my way of making a humble living, and also preach bhakti through Ekadasi and Mahamantra to clients, students, but because I get exhausted on a mental level. I feel like if I read scripture or chant more, I would not be able to concentrate. So I would read the novels instead, since it doesn't require much brain power. Is there any advice on this so I could give up novels and be more one pointed in my service to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga? Oh, this is very nice, very. See, if you look at that way, uh, our efforts is we take a review or audit ourselves. You know, out of 24 hours, how much what we do, thinking of the Lord, in touch with them. Heart is always with us. See, out of 24 hours is always with us. Okay, is it true or not? He's there, never left us. We left him, meaning we are not aware, you know, we are not making efforts to communicate with him. He is more than willing, he's more than. He's actually looking, he's always waiting. When he's going to look at me? When he's going to call it? Like that. But we are engrossed outside world. This is important, that is important, that is important, that is important. Okay. But of course, we do so many things for a living, that's okay. Uh, But if we concentrate on Him to please Him, you know, and if you even spent half an hour, 1 hour, or 5 minutes on Him, then He will make us more, so much efficient in using our time. That takes 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours to do the job. He will empower us to do in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So he will be left over. That means if we offer him time, okay, in the form of attention, sacrifice of our consciousness. And chanting meaning what? That's what we are sacrificing our consciousness. Sacrificing meaning what? Instead of becoming aware of these mundane worldly things, I'm trying to be aware of him, his needs, his glories. See? But then what he does? He always returns back. If you give him, say, unit one, anything, he gives us back 100 times, million times. That is his nature, because he has no shortage. So if we focus, keep him in the first. Okay. We have to keep him in the center in our life, in our activities, anything we do. Then he will also reciprocate. But his reciprocation is not like ordinary people's reciprocation. He will make everybody favorable to us. If we keep bhakti, then you win everywhere, in all situations. Win-win situation. Because we kept him in the center. He is the one who is making us win. And he is in the heart of everybody. He will make it, impossible, possible. But on our own strength, we will be miserable. We are bound to fail. That's why we should never forget him in any situation. We should keep him in the center, keep him first. Whether it can be now, novel, this and that, is all mental churning, of someone's, which will make us, our mind also unsteady, Uh, see, mind is, like if you look at Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Deshavata, even in Bhagavatam, 10th canto, uh, it says, it will bear with me. This is amazing pastime. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, 230. See here, Krishna is asking one question. It's actually very relevant, practical relevant. So, Buddhava is asking Krishna, oh Lord, it is very, very difficult to tolerate these bad people's, you know, the word that rejecting us, rejecting. You are fit for nothing. Oh God, lost this. They use bad words. Maybe within a family or in a workplace, whatever it is. Sometimes we hear, you have sacrificed so much for a long time, and you see rejection. Whom you never expected that kind of reaction, right? Then how to swallow? You know. So the Uddhava is telling, Lord, it is very difficult, even for a advanced, great learned scholars. Other than, he said, other than the devotees who are surrendered to at your lotus feet, who are peaceful. Nothing disturb them. Only they can tolerate. Others, they cannot. So, then Lord Krishna is answering this question. He is telling a history that happened long time back. There was a Brahmana. Uh, he was very rich. He had no problem. But he was lusty, lobby. Yes. Kami, lobby, atyanta krodhi. Lust, greed, anger. Then very miser. Very miser. He wouldn't let his own children, wife, needy things. And he himself is not using. So then what happens is, Pancha Yajna Bhagi Devata. Anything that Lord gives us, those 5 different parts to it. Suppose you are growing the grain. It is not that it's only for myself. See, it is meant for the demigods, sages, forefathers, humans, and then other living entities. The share is there. So if you disturb that, then eventually you become inauspicious and you lose everything. This is what happened to him. This Brahmana lost everything. Whole family left him, and you know, and then what happened? Uh, then he started suffering too much. Then gradually, he had done something good in the past life. He attained like a vairagya, renunciation kind of thing. Good, vairagya. Then later on, he is asking a question. This is very interesting. This is what Lord Krishna is telling. The Brahmana is analyzing and he has come to this conclusion. Lord Krishna is telling you that. Now, what is the cause of my happiness and distress? I feel happiness or distress. Who is responsible? Is it other living entities? Is it other human beings? He says no. Demigods? No. Our own Atma? Did Atma cause, put me into this miserable condition? No. Then all the planetary systems. Oh, my planetary system is not right. No. Planets are not responsible for our suffering or happiness. And then our own karma, swakruta karma, the activities, karma that I have done, even there, that is not responsible. You'll be amazed. And then also the time factor. They are not the cause of my suffering and happiness. Then who is the cause? Then all these Shastra is telling, and also learned people, through which the samsara, wheel of samsara is turning. Remember? Birth, death, old age, disease, all this samsara, different living entities. Huh? Through which it is turning. That is mind. Our mind is the cause of our own suffering or happiness. Only through mind we can see and hear. If we do not put concentration on what one is saying, we will not be listening. We will be somewhere else, saying, seeing also. Eyes is not seeing, or ears is not hearing. Mind is there. Mind is saying. Of course, through eyes and ears. So this Bhoga Buddhi Rupa Man is samasta amangal ka akar hai. So the Bhoga Buddhi Rupa, this enjoying tendency of this mind, not mind which has this enjoying tendency of Bhoga Buddhi Rupa. This is the all inauspiciousness, house of all inauspiciousness. It is a form of all inauspiciousness of mind. This is what learned people say that. So then whom do you complain? You know. So nobody has the power to bring hard time or whatever, bad times, suffering, happiness on us. It's our own mind. You know. So mind is the cause. It can make us. So once we understand that, once we establish, then you stop seeing fingers. Oh, this is my planet. Oh, this is the time. Oh, this is other people. Oh, this is the you know great devatas. They are causing trouble. Oh, my own karma. No, my own. So instead of putting our finger like this, we should put the finger into it. See, we are the cause. Then what happens? You feel, wow, how to work on that, how to make my mind. See, mind refuses to admit. You're so controlled by the mind. Understand? It will refuse. This is the biggest problem. We are controlled by the mind, and mind is the big. you know, you see what I'm saying? It is like the situation we are in. Imagine there is a fence. Okay, why do you put the fence? To protect the crop, so that other animals will not come and destroy it, right? You worked hard, brought some crops growing, so it's a protection, right? Other living entities, right? Now, what if the fence itself start consuming or eating away the your crop, whom are you going to complain? You understand? It's really fun. So that is the situation we are. We cannot help ourselves. What he can do, he put a boundary, and boundary, the fence itself is supposed to protect. It is actually causing destruction. What he can do? That's fine. Who can help us? Who can diagnose properly? We cannot diagnose ourselves. If you say mind, you think it will not admit. See, it's like a patient, like in a mental hospital. Patients are there. Huh? And the patients are thinking, you know, the doctor is very mental. He needs treatment more than, situation like that. So, only the holy name, through the Guru Parampara, that's the only way we can be out of this miserable situation we are. We cannot help ourselves. That's what exactly cancer is. Understand? What is cancer? Our own body, immune system is attacking us. Is it not? That's what the example of cancer is. Our immune system is supposed to protect us from external attack, bacteria, virus, and all. But our immune system itself is attacking us. Then what he can do? See, this is what cancer is, right? So this is cancer of the body. We have the cancer of the mind. Okay, cancer of the living entity. So the different. So the root cause is forgetfulness of Krishna. This cancer comes why? It is also actually blessing. Why? It is forcing us to remember Krishna. We forgot Krishna, that's why we are suffering. And it is telling the cancer, look, if you forget Krishna, this is what you desire. I'm going to attack you. Do Ekadasi, chant Krishna's name. That's why you do Ekadasi. Scientific is a cure for cancer, practical for everything. Because the spiritual power, Krishna is pleased, he gets pleased. Then Maya, if Krishna is pleased, wherever Krishna is pleased, Maya will not come in there. Because the desire of Maya, what is the purpose of Maya? To make conditions, living entities, think of Krishna, do service to Krishna. We have forgotten our service. We are servants, we are not the enjoyers. What you can enjoy? You are a spirit soul, you are a conscious entity. How a conscious entity can enjoy mundane things, inert things? It's like, don't feel bad. It's like you make a robot. Can you enjoy with the robot? You understand what I'm saying? It has no willing, feeling, and thinking. It's a robot. Looks like beautiful and appear all this way. But there's no soul in it, and what it can do. So we are mistaking, these material things. Oh, this I can enjoy. What you can. There's no. So Who is there to remind us these things? The mess we are in. No. Our sadhus come, the Guru Parampara comes, Bhagavatam. You know. That's why in this pastime of Brahmana, Krishna is telling uh, how he justifies all these things. And finally, uh, he says, um, so, एतां शास्त्राय परमात्मनिष्ठा मया सितां पूर्वतमय महर्षिभिः अहं तरिष्यामि दुरन्तपारं तमो मुकुन्दाङ्घ्रि Shaiva. That's why in the ancient days, the sages are taking shelter of the strong faith in Lord. And they serve the lotus feet of Krishna. And they able to cross over this insurmountable dark ocean of samsara. Same way, doing service at the lotus feet of Krishna. I will also cross over this you know, more darkness of ignorance, this samsara sagara, ocean of samsara. I will guarantee I will pass over. So, so it looks insurmountable, but the solution is this. You know. That's why we should not be carried away. The real shelter, the real maintainer is Krishna, not somebody else, not on my own effort like that. No, Krishna. So, right, surrender to His will. Then He will make us instrument in bringing happiness to the other conditions who are suffering. We are instruments. He will work through us. If we let ourselves let go of my own things, understand? Let thy will be done. You know, your desire is my desire. Aligning, alignment. You know, so that's why alignment with this plan, this desire. So Krishna is also concerned, worried. You know, yeah, with misidentification suffering, which should not be there at all. You know. So we pray at the lotus feet of Guru Varga, Supreme Lord, Ekasi Devi, make our life successful and make our, time also. See, one thing you have to be careful. Unnecessarily spending our time. Uh, because it is like novels example. Then is what it becomes an association. Okay, association with the novel thing, which is actually mental, thing which is not beneficial. It will disturb our mind. Mind is already, you know, source of all inauspiciousness. It doesn't need anything else. So, mind should be engaged. Our mind can be peaceful. The nature of mind uh, is um, you know, it says sankalpa vikalpa, taking determination. As I will do, I won't do. Love and hatred, all these duality. Wherever this duality is all mind. you know. That means past and future, past and future, throwing us past and future. Mind business is that. It doesn't let you live in the present time. It doesn't let you. That's the nature of mind. You cannot blame it. Because mind is what? It is, in one sense, it is not bad. Nothing is bad, okay? Nothing is bad in this material world. If we see that everything is meant for the service of the Lord, there is nothing wrong. If we see that, oh, it is an instrument, I can enjoy, I can control this, or I get control, that is bad. The way you look at it, everything is meant. Even mind is also meant. Engage in the service of the Lord. You know, mind is very tricky. There's one pastime told, one story is what? There's one uh, disciple of Guru who said, "Oh, Guru, I need something like a ghost or somebody. Oh, I tell something, it will get done." And then, all right, ghost. Took hold of ghost. Ghost warned him, you should engage me completely. Oh, no problem. So, okay, build a house. Immediately build a house. Then what happens? Something. Otherwise, what I should do? Otherwise, I'm going to swallow you. He ran out of things. Does not let you sleep. Always. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. It's like putting ghee on the fire. You think he can put out the fire with ghee? More, more. So what happened? Then he ran to that saintly person. He said, "No, I'm tired, please. No, you come other sometime." "No, no, no. He said, my life and death. This this ghost will swallow me." "Oh, okay." Then you tell the ghost, "You climb the tree, then climb down. Climb the tree, climb down. Is there any end to it? It is busy climbing up, climbing down, climbing. It is busy in that, but is there any worth in doing it?" Understand? That is the status of our mind. Not only our mind, everybody's mind in this material world. Can imagine the sheer wastage of resources, time, and all that. Any progress. We are caught in a web. Very, very unfortunate. That's why only the spiritual people, or Gurudev, Guru Varga, can guide us. But they can guide whom they can listen, take advantage of that. Otherwise, it's like a mother. Baby is playing with the toys. Ah, you play. I will give you more toys, more toys, more toys. There is no end to the toys. Okay, no. Game of the mind. So only when you give up, then you know. So same way, this organization, that's why you pray to the Lord, pray to the Lord, the mess we are in. And Lord can help all of us, including ourselves. And mind will not become still, the nature is like that. So if we're thinking of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hearing, chanting and hearing. That's why you do any therapy and all that. Somehow, if you do this, okay, I have understood my own experience. If I chant 5 minutes together, you try it out. What is there? We waste so many 5 minutes in our life, isn't that? How many times? 5 minutes, 5 minutes. In a day, so many 5 minutes is gone. Let us try this chanting 5 minutes together. Okay? Don't worry about the language or meaning or anything, but hear. Concentrate on hearing. You know, Forget about what is this meaning and all that. That's later. It will come by itself. So saying like that, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. That person feels peaceful because he's giving rest. He's getting rest from the harassment of our mind. Okay. You know, Mind get busy, is is telling Hare Krishna and hearing. Hare Krishna and hearing. And it is forced to concentrate, hearing. Then what happens? See, he's no more jumping up and down. His BP will come down, his heart rate will come down. Okay. You know. So all these things will happen. Physical, and he feels, and he feels good because he's getting charged before it is discharged, you know, past and future. Oh, what has happened? Oh, what will happen? Discharge, discharge, discharge. Finally, no battery, no charge, and then what happens? Dead. So this is charging. So if we charge, mentally and emotionally, all these things, Krishna's name. That's why Shravana, hearing. It brings so much. Even in mundane therapy, people, you observe, is there anything you want to tell? I'm your friend, I'm your well-wisher. Don't feel any hesitation in telling anything to me. Please tell. In this world, people doesn't want to listen to others. I will listen, encourage. They will throw out all their things, you know, stressed up, bottled up things. And be kind. Okay, yeah. When everything comes out, then what? They feel relief. Treasure is, and they will love you. They will become very close to you. Then you can put more things, chanting, ekasi, prasadam, all the things. So they will come out. This they are filled up with all garbage. Okay, you know they think it is important for us. Having God. So they don't know, it's ignorance. So if you let it come out and you fill in with something good, you know, ready to fill. If it's already full with all garbage, what you can put? you know. So this is a question. Um, that's why we have to be very sincere, serious. Every second counts. Understand? When we took birth from the mother's womb, our duration of life is fixed. Then our how much education, how much wealth we accumulate, material wealth, and then what kind of work we do, and when and where we have to leave this world. It's already fixed. But by chanting and ekasi, you can flexibility will be there. You can extend it by the mercy of Guru Parampara and Lord. Huh? Generally not. By material efforts, you cannot increase or decrease. Not. So, then why worry? But we are here to help others. This is the thing. You take, for example, any tree, right? We have many mango tree and coconut tree, vegetables, grains. They are actually living to help others, is it not? These so many paddy gave their life. They are willingly giving. After giving fruit or grains, oh, it is mine. They don't claim, mine for others. Only human beings. No, everything is mine. So, the whole, all living entities. So we should also be like that. That's why we are here to help others. When we help others, we will be helped. If we try to help ourselves, we will become more miserable. That is the law, Krishna's law. You have to. So that's why saving, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati keeps telling, you save one living entity from this bondage of Maya. It is nothing equivalent to that paropakara. This paropakara, most auspicious, most welfare activity, best welfare activity. Nothing equivalent to that. No, Krishna will be pleased. Because all other activities in this material world is all not needed, not required, not doesn't bring any auspiciousness to him. It's all inauspicious. So, uh, so that's why today our time is coming to end. We will pray. Varuttuni Ekadasi Oh, Mother Ekadasi Devi, oh Bhakti Janani, please have mercy on me. I'm so ignorant. You are so useless. By your mercy, make me useful and bring me closer to Guru and Vaishnava and the Supreme Lord. Make my life successful and help me make others' life successful. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Tandout pronouns to everybody. Please forgive me for repeating that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Dandavat
Maharaj,
Pranam, Gurudev.
Dandavat
Thank
Pranam
you very
Maharaj.
much.
Hare
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much.